Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Cirillo. I'm president of the Aging Experience and also founder of Sage Stream. And Sage Stream is the Senior Entertainment Education Network. I'll give you a little quick history, the Cliff Notes, if you will. Back in October, we teamed with Northeastern University in Boston to explore this idea of having a live stream and on-demand entertainment and education network. I honestly thought it was just going to be a school project, essentially, for our student, and I would get some research. But we were quickly and pleasantly surprised that we had a lot of interest. And in quite short order, we had endorsers, we had press, and we have quite an amazing lineup of people. Starting this morning with John Micazelli, who I'm going to bring on in a second. But please feel free to add your comments. I'll be monitoring them during the hour. And we have a great lineup this week. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we have Lisa Preby. She's going to be doing a fitness class. On Wednesday, we have two stellar people. Andrea Miller, she's a jazz singer who's toured with Al Jarreau, and Franco Samanco is a chef. He's going to be cooking up some chicken marsala. And we're going to go to the UK on Thursday with Glenn Bassett. He's just a remarkable individual with how he uses music with dementia and Alzheimer's folks. He's quite a guy. And on Friday, we have Inez Delgado, also from the UK, a violinist who's actually performing with the London Philharmonic. So quite the lineup. And then, of course, we got a whole week next week with some people you may know already, like Gloria Hoffner and Science for Seniors. Happy International Yoga Day, I believe it is. Happy first day of summer. Happy Amazon Prime Day. So before you go off and go shopping, though, let's stay tuned for this program first. So I'm going to bring in, since I don't have a director, I have to use my left hand to change scenes here. I'm going to bring in John Micazelli. John, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. How are you? Can you hear me okay? All right.
I can hear you fine. So you obviously we got a Cirillo and a Micazelli, and we got the memo to wear black. So and I'm watching the comments, and I thought our names were fairly long, yours more than mine, but just going to give a shout out to somebody who's on the chat, Linda Ciazinski La Stella. I probably butchered that, but that's a much longer name than you or I have. So, John, first of all, before I hand it over to you, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Okay. Well, first of all, before I even do that, I just want to congratulate you and give you really lots of luck and wish you, all the best in this whole project, because it certainly has developed, into something nice. And I'm very glad to see all the people involved and all the entertainers, and glad to be a part of it. And then with that being said, like I said, my name is John Micazelli. I was raised a little Italian kid playing the accordion. And I'm fluent in the Italian language. I could get by in Spanish. My wife is from Brazil, so I speak Portuguese also. And I sing in all those languages too, as well. And English, of course. And being an only child, I was raised in a household where we all lived together with my grandparents, my aunt, my mother and father. So the Tony Bennett, the Jimmy Roselli, the Jerry Vale, the Dean Martin, all those songs, the Sinatra, all those records. I remember my grandfather having the 78s and the 33s on his RCA Victrola, and I grew up basically listening to that music. When all my other friends in school were listening to Led Zeppelin and the Police, I was listening to Tony Bennett. So anyway, but I'm glad that I did. It cultured me in music. I played the accordion up until maybe 1979, 1980, where I switched over to keyboards and piano. At that point, I guess I started developing my voice, and ever since then, I've been playing music professionally at weddings, doing anywhere from solo gigs to full band, playing piano and keyboards in a band, and also some DJ work as well. So, I try to wear many hats to survive in music.
Yep.
And here we are.
Yeah, as you and I have similar paths. Obviously, grew up with the LPs with Sinatra and Frank and Dino and all that, but also was in bands and playing bass, and always wanted to be the guitar player. And now that I'm 64 years old, I get to do what I want, and I'm the guitar player when I go solo. So, well,
Very
John.
nice.
John, I am just going to turn it over to you for the folks watching and viewing. I'm moderating the comments. If you have anything you want to say, and also at the end, I'm going to tell you about a few. Get your camera ready. We have a couple QR codes that if you could take a picture of, they'll take you to surveys and other materials for the other programs. But John, anytime you're ready, I'm just going to mute myself, and it's all yours.
Okay. All right, great. And as Anthony mentioned before, it is the first day of summer. So we're going to start with the summer wind. And I would like to say hello to everyone out there watching right now. Thank you so much. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there, so warm and fair, and walked with me. All summer long, we sang a song, then we strolled on golden sands. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights they went flying by. The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky. Then softer than that piper man, one day it called to you. I lost you to that summer wind. The autumn wind and the winter winds, they have come and gone. And still those days, those lonely days, they go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullaby through nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind. Oh, summer wind, warm summer wind, the summer wind. Hey. All right, happy summer to everyone. This next song, folks, comes from the Broadway show South of the Border, and from the movie, of course, too. Irving Berlin. South of the border, down Mexico way, there's where I fell in love when the stars above came out to play. Now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray south of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. There for a tender while, I kissed the smile upon her face. Now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray south of the border, down Mexico way. And she smiled as I whispered mañana, never knowing that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, for our tomorrows never came. South of the border, I jumped back one day. There in a veil of white by the candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Oh, take it away, big band. Come on. Hey. The mission bells told me, ding dong, that I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. I better beat it out of town. All right. At this time, we're going to move right along to Broadway from the movie Chicago and from the Broadway show Chicago. Come on, the Roaring Twenties. Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'm gonna show you around. I love it, bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday would not shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just wanna say, they do things that they never do on Broadway. Say, they had the time of their life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago, Chicago, my hometown. Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'm gonna show you around. Man, I love it, bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday would not shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just wanna say, they do things that they never do on Broadway. Say, they had the time of their life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago, man, Chicago, that's my town. Hey, that's too much. Come on now, Lindy. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more anyone that you adore and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Ah, take it away, boys. Come on. Hey. Now L is for the way you look, you're looking at me. And the O is for the only one, the one that I see. V is so very, very extraordinary. Now E is even more than anyone that you adore and love. It's all that I'm gonna give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can't make it. Take my heart, but please don't go break it, 'cause love was made for me and you. I'm telling you, love was made for me and you. But don't you know that love was made for me and for you? Hey! Thank you. Folks, here's something from Louis Prima, recently done by Michael Bublé. Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It's time to say goodnight to Napoli. Though it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking when the mountains help the sun come into sight. And by that little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. It's time to say goodnight to Napoli. Oh, it's hard for us to whisper buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, signorina, we'll go walking when the mountains help the sun come into sight. And by that little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Oh, buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Ah, put it on, come on. we'll go walking. When the mountains help the sun come into sight, and by that little jewelry shop we'll stop and linger, while I buy a wedding ring for your finger. In the meantime, let me tell you that I love you. Buonasera, signorina, kiss me goodnight. Hey! All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here's something getting back to the chairman of the board. From Hoboken, New Jersey. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness shows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Come on, play it now. Hey. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Come on, half a step higher now. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Ooh, 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 and just the way you look tonight. Folks, that was The Way You Look Tonight. My next song, I would like to do a song that was originally written and recorded in the 40s, but ever since it's been re-recorded by Michael Bublé. My favorite version was in 1989 by Harry Connick Jr. It was re-recorded for the movie When Harry Met Sally with Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal. And this was the love song from that movie. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who would make me be true and make me feel blue, or even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross, try to be boss, what they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you. Take it away. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross, try to be false, what they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, a wonderful you. It had to be you. Ba-da-ba. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I see we're getting comments, and I appreciate, I know many of you are enjoying it, and there's one particular, Sueli, said, lovely is your voice. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm sure all of you are enjoying our show. This next song also was a remake. In 1955, Bobby Rydell wrote and recorded this song, and then Dean Martin did a version of it, and most recently Michael Bublé, and it's Sway. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Via cha-cha-cha. Hey! Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Come on, take it higher, just a half a step. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. When we're in the rhythm, start to play. Hold me close, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Cha, cha, cha. Hey, all right. Always a fun song. Folks, this next song in 1959, Elvis Presley went to his managers, producers, and songwriters and said, folks, you know my love for the music of Enrico Caruso. Okay, so there's a song by Enrico Caruso that I would love to re-record in English. Okay, so I need you folks to write me the English words to this Italian classic song, and we're going to re-record the music with that Elvis Presley flair. And this is what it sounded like. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. When I first saw you, with your smile so tender, my heart was captured, my soul surrendered. I've spent a lifetime waiting for the right time. Now that you're near, the time is here at last. 'Cause it's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. Che bella cosa, una giornata di sole, aria serena, dopo una tempesta, bell'aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa è una giornata di sole. Mannato sole, che bello è, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. And it's now or never. My love won't wait. 'Cause it's now or never. My love won't wait. And it's now or never. My love won't wait. Hey. All right. Thank you, thank you. And of course, that was in Italian. That was O Sole Mio. And Elvis Presley did It's Now or Never. And he did a great job at it. This next song, folks, is I'm going to switch away from the Rat Pack, type of theme here for a second. I'm also, my favorite Motown singer is Sam Cooke. This next song is by Sam Cooke, and it was re-recorded by the Spinners Come on now. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, oh, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness. For I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. Oh, you can draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now Cupid, if your arrow makes her love strong for me, I promise I will love her until eternity. I know between the two of us so hard we can steer. Help me if you will. So you can draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me. Don't you hear me calling? My tears keep falling. Gotta have a loving now. Whoa. Hey. Listen here. I loved you for a long time. Now it's time to make you my baby. I love you for a long time. Now it's time to make you my baby. Make you my baby. Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me. Don't you hear me calling? My tears keep falling. Gotta have a loving now. Whoa. Yeah. All right. So we have time for a few more, maybe 2 or 3 quick ones. This next song, folks, there's history behind it with me, in my family at least. Okay. As I mentioned before, of course, and it's obvious, I come from, I was first generation born here of a very Italian background and household. And on top of it, I'm an only child. So not only am I Italian, but I'm a spoiled Italian. Okay. So when I, when I was a little kid, I remember growing up, as I mentioned before, we all lived together in the same house. My grandfather, my grandmother, my aunt, my dad, myself. We had a 3-family brick Italian house. Okay. Now, of those 3 floors, we were only allowed to use the basement. That's all we could use was the basement. Every other floor was wrapped in plastic. The sofa was wrapped in plastic. The chairs were wrapped in plastic. We were not allowed to use them. And in this basement, I remember there being an RCA black and white television. Every Thursday night, I used to watch the Tony Orlando and Dawn show. Okay. And he used to come out with this next song. He used to open the show with those 2 young ladies, and he would get the entire studio audience to clap along and sing. And we're going to try to replicate that now. All right. So I want to imagine all of you watching, singing along. Hey girl, what you doing down there? Dancing alone every night while I live right above you. I can hear your music playing. I can feel your body swaying. 1 floor below me, you don't even know me. I love you. Here it comes. Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my sweetie, means you meet me in the hallway. Twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. If you look out your window tonight, pulling the string with the note that's attached to my heart. Read how many times I saw you, how in my silence I adored you. Only in my dreams did that wall between us come apart. Whoa, darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if you ain't gonna show. Oh, my sweetie, means you'll meet me in the hallway. Twice on the pipe means the answer is no. Come on, modulation. Oh, I can hear your music playing, I can feel your body swaying. 1 floor below me, you don't even know me, I love you. Oh, my sweetie, 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my darling, means you meet me in the hallway. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Hey, all right. All right, let's get groovy now. Time for a couple more. We're having a great time. You'll never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. Whoa, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else, no one else. You'll never find, it'll take the end of all time, someone to understand you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm, the rhyme, all the magic we share, just us two. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but there's no ifs and buts or maybes. You are gonna miss, you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Whoa, late in the midnight hour, baby, when it's real cold outside, you're gonna miss You're gonna miss my love. Come on, take it to the end. Oh, late in the midnight hour, baby, when it's real cold outside, you're gonna miss my love. Oh, I know that you are gonna miss my love. All right, folks, thank you so much. That was Lou Rawls. And of course, now this last song, we're going to leave you with just a thought to save that last dance for me. All right. So here's the Michael Bublé version. Taking it out. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone. And I give a round of applause to all the talented artists that are in this network. Thank you. You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So, darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go. I love you oh so much. Take it away, horns. Oh, I know that the music's fine like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. Just laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to just anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So, darling, save the last dance for me. And don't forget who's taking you home or in whose arms you're gonna be. So, darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, baby, won't you save the last dance for me? You make a promise that you say the last dance for me. Say the last dance, the very last dance. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless for me. Cha-cha-cha. See you next time. Thank you.
All right, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Suli or Sueli, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but she was dancing in her chair. And
Thank you. That's great to hear.
And I was actually falling on the floor when you did the plastic slipcover reference, because in South Philadelphia, and I didn't realize Bobby Rydell actually wrote that song as well. Obviously, he's from South Philly, but
Yes.
we had no choice. We had to sit on the plastic slipcovers if we wanted a seat. And then the summertime, if you're wearing shorts, that just wasn't a good thing.
Stuck to you.
Exactly. Well, listen, my friend, you did an absolutely awesome, excellent job. We'll be hearing from you again. And thank you so much. I'm going to let you go and have a few parting comments here, but I'll catch up with you later.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Talk to you soon, and thank you. Thank you all the viewers. Thank you.
Thanks. All righty. Well, folks, a couple things. What you have on your screen right now are two QR codes. And if you scan them with your phone, they will bring you to either a PDF version or a Word version of a worksheet that Inez Delgado is going to use on Friday. Now, we have her pre-recorded because she has a previous commitment, not to drop names, but with the London Philharmonic. She has done a lovely program for us about how to use music with mindfulness and wellness. It's just beautiful. I'll give you a second there to maybe get the phone out and take a picture of that. If not, I'm sure Elisa will be able to tell you more about that and get you the handouts as necessary. You can also email me at AC as in Anthony Cirillo, at sagestream.live. And let's see, I want to show you one more thing. So this is very important to me, especially as we're doing a kind of proof of concept of SageStream. The first QR code, I should do this way. Wait a minute. How do I do that? I got my all mixed up, my hands. There we go. There it is, right there. Everything's backwards on the screen I'm looking at. But that top QR code is a survey for today. So, and we have a survey every day. It's basically the same survey, but we developed it in conjunction with Second Wind Dreams, if you're familiar with PK Bevel's organization that funds the Virtual Dementia Tour, and also the Music for Dementia program in the UK, who have given us several of their artists. And so if you would click on that or take a picture of that, you will go to the survey. The bottom one, on July 2nd, I will conclude these 2 weeks with my own concert. I am a singer. I've performed for years, been to Nashville to record, sung in casinos and all that kind of thing. And when I got out of all that, I also work in healthcare during the day for many, many years. And I'll tell you more about me during my program. But, you know, I have such a great repertoire, and I fell into long-term care and changed my whole healthcare career when I started going into places and singing. So the bottom one is, I'm calling it a by request program. And if you scan that, you will come to a spreadsheet. And I think you have to hit sheet 1, I think, as I remember, because you're not going to see the songs right away. But if you hit sheet 1, I have a list of some 900 songs. Now, my repertoire is similar to John's, but I also have a really crazy repertoire from, Fleetwood Mac and Bruce Springsteen to Bublé and Ed Sheeran and other groups. And I strap on a Les Paul and we have some fun. So hopefully you'll have some requests there. If not, you'll get my June program, which is no less entertaining, by the way, where every song has something to do with June, but half the time you won't know it until I explain it to you. So that's kind of a little housekeeping there. Finally, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and please tell others. We have a 2:00 Eastern program tomorrow. And, what we're trying to do right now is we're talking to some of the chains and, trying to get some of them interested in signing on with us. We need a certain critical number of places to be able to affordably do this for people, whether it's in their homes or in places like yours or with churches or whatever. We know what that number is to make this affordable, but also be able to pay artists like John what they're worth, right? So, if you are interested and have, decision-making ability in your own place and just want to sign on, we're taking a wait list. And again, you could just email me at ac@sagestream.live or ask Elisa if you can't remember that. I'll have to put a graphic up for that later. So I thank you again. I'm happy that you tuned in. I thank John again. We have Lisa tomorrow at 2:00, and I'll leave you with our little logo and theme song on the way out here. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everybody.